Well, good morning. It is a new day. It is Saturday, and I am driving down to Darlington, Maryland, to Eisenhower's Chesapeake Harley-Davidson. After a horrific day 3 days ago, I felt like, I'm done. I'm done making trips. I'm done looking for a bike. And I was exhausted. I actually still am exhausted from that. I did say I'm limiting my search to a radius of under 200 miles. And the trip today is 180. So that's about 115 each way less than I did the other day. Even though there are bikes closer to home, this is the one I'm really interested in. So I'm willing to take another crack at it. Fortunately, this time around, this second dealership has been just head and shoulders above the last one. They have the bike. We've discussed it at length. They've checked some things on it for me. The only thing about the bike is whoever previously owned it took off the chrome heat shield covers on the exhaust header and replaced it with one of these greenish titanium wraps. Coyote Ugly doesn't begin to explain it. Like, I've seen that on a rat bike, and it's ugly there. So what's it mean for me? Taking that wrap off should be a pretty simple process. However, it's just, as fate would have it, my good friend Paul, shout out to Paul, has a 2015 Street Glide Special, and he removed his exhaust header last year and replaced it with a Reinhardt exhaust. So his pipes, or his header and his shields, are sitting on a shelf. It's just about 10 o'clock, and we are at Eisenhower's Chesapeake Harley-Davidson. Man, I'm such a sucker for blue. Alright, folks, we're here. When I got inside, the first thing I did is take a walk around the floor and look at their inventory. Specifically, I'm looking for a Street Glide Special, something in the twin cam era. I like the Milwaukee 8 engines, but there's a lot of early model year Milwaukee 8s with low mileage that are out of warranty. And with the problems with those early model bikes with sumping and such, I just didn't want to take a chance. One of the finishes I like is the denim, but I just decided to go with gloss instead. So what bike did I really come to see? It's a 2015 Street Glide Special in charcoal pearl. I was really hoping this bike would be the one. The paint was in beautiful condition, but as I took a closer look, things weren't so good. You know how they say that you can judge a car based on how clean the person kept the interior? Well, there were things I was seeing on this bike that led me to believe it wasn't well cared for. I started to take a look at things up close, like the metals. The front wheels had finish issues. I don't know if the word is tarnish or corrosion, but all around both the front and back wheels there were spots. It just didn't look good. Same thing with the levers. Tarnishy looking, blotchy. Now those things might have been able to be cleaned up, but this chrome can't be repaired. Why is that all lifted and pockmarked? After spending some time looking at that bike and just walking around and thinking about it, I realized this bike was not the one for me. Yes, it was disappointing, but at the same time, I'm glad I came. At least I looked, and I was just going to keep looking. So I thanked the salesperson, and then I decided it was time to leave. Strike two. Swing and a miss. Disappointing. I'm not going to spend the price of admission on a bike that I want to keep for a long time, more than 5 years, and start off with that kind of compromise. They're not things that you could easily repair or replace. So I probably spent well over an hour looking. I looked at a couple of gray denim 2017s that had caught my interest online, but I really think I want to stay away from denim. And there were a couple other things I looked at, but I'm smarter now than I was this morning. I just feel like each time out I'm learning more about what to look for, what to avoid, and kind of checking things off the list. There have been times in life where I've compromised, been at a store even and bought something that in the back of my mind there was a little voice saying you're probably not going to like this in a while, and I was right. So I am not making that mistake with a bike. No way. So it was worth the trip for the education. I'm going to keep trying to shorten the distance traveled, but you got to go where the bikes are. So that's it for this one, folks. Stay tuned.